Hi everyone, this is Kruti Jai Pancholi, Assistant Professor in LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. This video is about subject Analog and Digital Communication System. From this video, you will learn about calculation of modulation index by using the various method and power calculation. Calculation of modulation index. There are the two ways to calculate the modulation index of AM signal, that are using the AM signal amplitude modulated wave and using the trapezoidal display of AM wave we can find out the modulation index. Now here you can see the amplitude modulated wave. So this is the amplitude modulated wave which consists of the carrier signal, and this is nothing but the envelope of the modulating signal. We know that this is the carrier, so the amplitude of that is the Vc, fine. This is what? This is a replica of the modulating signal. So this is the modulating signal, and modulating signal having the amplitude that is the above the ground line it is Vm, below the ground line it is Vm. So this is a Vm. This maximum, that is a V maximum amplitude. Now here you can see that this amplitude, it's a V minimum amplitude. Now here this particular envelope is what? So it is the Vc value, that is the carrier wave, plus the shape is of the modulating signal, so it is Vm sine omega mt. Similarly, this is the negative end, it is the minus Vc plus Vm sine omega mt. So blue line that shows the envelope, this is the imaginary line. So now I want to find out the modulation index using this display. So the modulation index is a Vm upon Vc, that we already know. Now here you can see from this diagram Vm plus Vm, that is the twice Vm. So this twice Vm is what? So it is the V maximum minus this V minimum. So if from this V maximum, if I'll subtract the V minimum, I will get this Vm value. So I'll write over here that the twice Vm is equal to V maximum minus V minimum. Therefore, Vm is equal to V maximum minus V minimum upon 2. So we can also see that, okay, that what is my Vc? So my Vc is what? So this is my Vc. Now this Vc is what? So if you will subtract the V maximum minus this Vm, V maximum minus Vm, it's a Vc. So now we have the equation of the Vm and Vc. Here in the equation number 2, okay, we will put the value of the Vm. So it is Vc is equal to V maximum minus V maximum minus V minimum by 2. So now again we have the same equation, V maximum minus V minimum, V maximum minus V maximum by minus V minimum upon 2. We'll take this to this side. So it is 2V maximum minus V maximum. So it is V maximum. This minus plus V minimum. So now we have the value of the Vm and the Vc both. So we will put the value of the Vm and Vc inside the equation. So now putting the value of the Vm, it is V maximum minus V minimum upon 2 divided by V maximum plus V minimum upon 2. So now this 2 will cancel, and we can have the value of the small m is V maximum minus V minimum upon V maximum plus V minimum. So while we are performing the practical related to the AM wave, such kind of the wave that is also displayed onto the CRO. So from that, if we want to find out the modulation index value, then what we will do? We will have this kind of the waveform. So we'll take this value above the ground line, it's a V maximum value, and this value, that is what my V minimum value. So by knowing the V maximum and the V minimum from the graphical representation, we are able to find out the modulation index value. Now the second method, it is the calculation of the modulation index using trapezoidal display. So now we have the CRO. We have a CRO. We are selecting the trapezoidal display onto the vertical deflection plate of the CRO. Why? We are connecting the AM signal, and onto the horizontal plate we are providing the modulating signal. So by providing these two input signals to the CRO, we can have the such kind of the trapezoidal display onto the CRO. So we have this value, we are considering it's my A value, and this value, that's my B value. I'm providing just the correlation with the previous view. It's what? This is your the V maximum value above the ground line, okay, and the below the in between this value, it's my V minimum value. So my this value, it's my A, and this value is my B. So finding out the value of the A and B, we can find out the modulation index. So AM signal is connected to the vertical deflection plate of the CRO. Modulating signal is connected to the horizontal deflection, it's a horizontal deflection plate of the CRO. So here you can say that it's not the vertical, it's a horizontal deflection plate of the CRO. On the display, shape is trapezoidal, and we can write the capital A is equal to what? The capital A. This value is what? So this is the EC, and this value is EM, EM twice EM. So this value is capital A is equal to twice VC plus VM. Similarly, what is the B? The B value, that's a minimum value. Okay. So B is equal to twice VC minus VM. So we have the VC minus VM. So A plus B is equal to the twice VC plus VM plus twice VC minus VM. Similarly, the it is equal to 4 VC. Similarly, we can also find it the equation for the A plus B. So it is the 4 VC and A minus B. Therefore, A minus B is equal to the twice VC plus VM minus twice VC minus VM. So we can say that the VC is equal to A plus B upon 4 and VM is equal to A minus B upon 4. We know that modulation index is what? Small m. So small m is equal to Vm upon Vc is equal to A minus B upon A plus B. Here is the diagram on which you can see the trapezoidal display. This value we are considering A, this is the B, and modulation index small m is equal to A minus B upon A plus B. Here the trapezoidal displays for the distorted AM signals. While there is a no modulation, the display that shows this value, only the value of A. While the 50% modulation, the display is like this. While the 90% modulation is there, the display is like this. And whenever the 100% modulation or the more than 100% modulation, okay, over modulation, then the trapezoidal display for the distorted AM signal that look like this. Now the next topic is AM power calculations. How much power that is required to transmit the AM wave, that we need to calculate over here. To get the idea about the power transmission, here very first we need to have the idea about the frequency spectrum of the AM wave. Frequency spectrum of the AM wave, which consists of the three things. One is the carrier and another one that are the two sideband, lower sideband, upper sideband. As we have studied the equation of the AM wave, we write that the first component, that is the carrier, that is having the amplitude Vc, so it is the amplitude is Vc. Lower the sideband having the amplitude, it's a mvc by 2 upon mvc by 2. Here fc minus fm, fc plus fm. So to transmit the AM signal, we need to transmit the carrier with the two sideband. So AM wave is a voltage or current wave. It consists of carrier and two sideband. Hence the AM will contain more power than the power contained by the unmodulated carrier. Now we'll do the calculation of the AM power. Now, as we know that, the first of all, I need to calculate total power. So I will write over here that what is the total power? Total power, that is denoted by P of T, PT. PT is equal to PC, that is transmission power required to transmit the carrier. Two sideband we need to transmit, so again that require the power. So it is power required to transmit the LSB, that is the lower sideband, and power required to transmit the USB, that is the upper sideband. So now it is PC plus PUSB plus PLSB. What is the power equation? Power is always the V square upon R. So here I'll write that equation. It is what? That the power required to transmit the carrier. So it is the V square upon some resistance value that we are assuming, suppose it is the 1 ohm. So it is a V square, V carrier square plus R, plus similarly over here I will write that it is the V LSB square upon R, plus over here V USB square upon R. So this is my first step. Now individually I need to calculate that the carrier power required and what is the sideband power required. So we will write over here that the carrier power is equal to PC is equal to V square carrier upon R. Now this V square carrier power. Now if we want to find out this value, that's a RMS value. So is equal to the RMS value of carrier. So it is equal to VC upon under root 2. So this value is equal, it is the VC square. So VC square means it is the VC upon square root square upon R. So I can say that this is my value of the carrier power. Now we need to find out the value of the power that is for the sideband. Now as we know that the power contained in the sideband, power in sideband. What is the power in the sideband? Now as I said earlier, both the sideband contains the same information. Therefore, the power required to transmit both the sideband would be again remain same. So we can find it out for the power for the sideband, that I will write the PSB, and that PSB is equal to P LSB equal to P USB. So that is equal to, I can write, it is V square SB upon R. V square SB upon R. Fine. So the voltage that is SB is the lower side band and the SB that is the upper side band. So this is equal to, now the side band, that side band required, what is the amplitude of the side band? So now here again I will just tell you about it, that this is the free amplitude response. This amplitude is Vc, so we are taking this value is Vc. It is what? It's a mVc by 2 this amplitude. This amplitude is again mVc by 2. So over here the V square upon R, but what is this value of this Vc? Okay, sideband amplitude is mEc by 2. So I will write it is the mVc by 2. Okay, and again it is a RMS value, so I will take the 2 root 2. So this is again whole square upon the R. So this value is, it is the m square Vc square. 2 square is 4. Okay, root 2 square is 2. So 4 2s are 8. So this value is 8R. Okay, so now we know that the PLSB is m square Vc square upon R. PUSB is again this, and the carrier power is this. So now we know that what is my total power PT? PT is PC plus PUSB plus PLSB. So now we are putting all that value in the equations. So now I am putting that value in the equation. So now my total power PT is equal to PC. Now what is a PC? So PC that is equal to V square of PC square upon R. So I am writing PC plus PLSB plus PUSB. Now what is the PSB value equal to? So PSB value, that is the m square EC square upon 8R. But what is the PC value? PC square is the Vc square upon 2R. So I can write over here that m square upon the 4 in bracket, it is the EC square upon 2R. But what is the EC square upon 2R? So EC square upon 2R or the Vc square upon 2R, okay, that is the m square by 4 into PC. Okay, so now we have the value of the sideband over here. Fine. So according to our equation, here it is the V square, it is the V square. So now it is PC plus PLSB and PUSB is same, so it is m square by 4 PC plus m square by 4 PC. So I will take PC common. It is 1 plus m square by 4 plus m square by 4. So it is equal to PC in bracket 1 plus m square 2m square upon 4. So it is m square by 2. So now we have equation PT is equal to PC in bracket 1 plus m square by 2. So this is the total power required to transmit the AM wave. So this is the power required for transmitting the AM wave. So in the next video we will learn more about the AM power calculations. So this is the point, okay, that which we discuss. So thank you very much everyone.